Welcome to another edition of This Week in Disc Golf. It's March 31st, 2022. I'm Charlie Eisenhood. Let's talk about what happened this week. Well, the Texas State Disc Golf Championships took place this weekend. It was the third stop on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and we have some brand new champions for this season, but certainly familiar names. Ricky Wysocki and Paige Pierce take down their first titles of 2022. Let's look at how it played out in FPO. Round one, Paige Pierce showing off the skills in the woods. We're on hole 8, the par 5. Look at this drive, get through everything clean. Second shot on 8. Just a simple hyzer right up to the basket. She's inside the circle. She would go on to hit that putt for an eagle. Then straddle. Bangs it home on hole 12. That's for birdie. And she really had it going. The eagle on 8 and back-to-back birdies on 11 and 12. Then hitting from long range. And really just had all facets working for her game. What a day for Paige Pierce. 9 under par. She had a 4-shot lead going into round 2. In round 2, Maria Oliva trying to make a run towards the lead card, and that'll help. Paige Pierce, 5-shot lead going into the final round, but some early adversity. That was part of a double bogey on hole 5. Up to hole 7. The sneaky gap for Kristen Tatar. And look at this find inside the circle. Tatar hits the putt. That was for a birdie. That was another 2-shot swing in her favor. We go to hole 12. Pierce's shot. It's a little left. Gets around the trees, but it does find the bushes. Next on the tee, Tatar. This is a better line. Oh, and you can't really throw it much better than that. Another 2-shot swing in Tatar's favor, and Katrina Allen hits the birdie from distance on 12. And just like this, it's all tied up at the top. So we go to 15. Pierce needing to find something after coming off the bogey on 14. And just an absolute crush of a drive on 15. And she would go on to get the birdie and retake the lead. So we go to 17. This is Tatar's second shot on the par 5. And great ground play once again. And she's got a tap-in eagle coming. Pierce for eagle on 17. Off the band. So she's going to drop a stroke to Tatar. So it all comes down to 18. Once again, Tatar needs to get this in safely. But it clips off the tree and it kicks into the OB. Now all Paige Pierce has to do to close this out is get clean off the tee on 18. She swings it out way wide, but gets the perfect skip. She's safe, and that's all she wrote. Paige Pierce able to just chip up, tap in, and get her first win of 2022. Let's hear from the champ after the round.
You know, I'm happy that it was stress-free on the final hole because every other hole was not. You know, it was a battle through and through with the nerves and everything like that. So, you know, that's what the beauty of game of golf. So I had a great weekend. I don't care about spit outs. I don't care about OBs. Overall, when you put it together, it's just, you know, that's what gets your blood pumping. So I had a great weekend.
Meanwhile, over in the MPO division, Ricky Wysocki did not lead the tournament until the final round. Early on, it was the Paul Macbeth show. Hole 5, 356-foot par 3, Macbeth. Just a gentle turnover. That's so pure. Then on the 16th, part of his 12-under day, that would be his final birdie on 16. And he had a 2-shot lead heading into round 2. When Calvin Heimberg started heating up, he throws that in for birdie from 90 feet. And then look at this shot on hole 12. Just an absolute rip and beautifully done from Heimberg. So he would take a 2-shot lead into the final round after Macbeth shot an even par, just totally lost the touch of the disc off the tee. And then it was a battle between Wysocki and Heimberg. Heimberg, from distance, got it on hole 7. Another huge putt from Calvin Heimberg. But Ricky Wysocki keeping the pressure on. He's just 1 shot back. And on the 10th, puts it right by the basket. And that would tie it up. Calvin Heimberg on hole 11. Just great control on those hyzer angles. So both players birdie 11. Here's Wysocki on the 12th. Perfect. These guys are making it look easy out here. Meanwhile, Greg Barsby, a couple shots back. Yes, sir. Cashes it in, and he knew it the whole way. He had that fist pump ready to go. So he's still in the mix. So then we head to 13. Heimberg's upshot leaves him a little bit down the hill. Some work to do on the putt. Wysocki also a little bit of work left. He's going to be putting downhill. So Calvin's out. He's first. And it goes off the band. So a big chance here for Wysocki. And Ricky takes the lead with that putt. It's his first lead of the tournament with 5 holes to play. So we go to 17. They're all matched up. They both birdied 15 and 16. Calvin's got to get something going, and he leaves his drive way too low. So with a stroke, Wysocki's in great position going into 18. He just needs to play safe. Very difficult to get an eagle here. Great shot. And just goes to the forehand. He puts it inside the circle. He likes it. And now to take down his first win and his 6th time at Texas State's. Yes, sir. He's 6 for 6 at Texas State's. Let's hear from Ricky Wysocki, the 2021 Player of the Year.
It's an amazing feeling to be back and get my 6th Texas State title. It's amazing. It's hard fields nowadays, and I'm just proud of myself for fighting through the adversity throughout the whole week.
So Texas State's was the last stop on the Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series before the first major of the year, the Champions Cup. We'll be talking more about that in a couple weeks here on This Week in Disc Golf. The next 2 weeks, we'll have some Silver Series events. First, the Music City Open coming up this weekend, and then the Open at Tallahassee in 2 weeks. Next piece of news. The Wall Street Journal published an article about disc golf over the weekend. In the Saturday paper, there was a story about the Holy Shot and its effect on the business of disc golf, on MVP's sales, and a whole bunch more about the supply chain challenges, cost inflation, and many other elements of what's going on in the fast growth in disc golf since the pandemic. You can check that out at WSJ.com. Last week, the PDGA released their 2021 demographic report. It shows the continued growth of membership at the PDGA as the sport continues to boom. 67% growth in new members as the PDGA hit an all-time high of 109,862 active members in 2021. The membership has more than doubled since 2019, and you're seeing all kinds of great numbers. 60% growth in female PDGA members, continued growth in emerging markets like Latin America, and really just a successful time for the PDGA. Now more than $8 million in total assets. So congratulations to the PDGA and for all of the growth that disc golf has seen. Now for some on-course news. The Disc Golf Pro Tour is in the early stages of standardizing its baskets on tour. Currently, baskets from various manufacturers, typically the event sponsor, are in the ground at courses across the tour. But the Pro Tour is hearing from touring pros that they would prefer to play on the same basket each week. Jeff Spring, Pro Tour CEO, said that the change wouldn't be coming for years and that the standardization could take different forms. Perhaps a basket designed and manufactured by the Pro Tour, a bid process to select one company's basket as the official basket for some number of years, or potentially a set of specifications that multiple basket manufacturers could follow to create a licensed Disc Golf Pro Tour basket that could be used on tour. So we'll see. It's not coming this year or next, but it is in the cards, as players on tour like to be able to putt on the same target every time. Now it's time for your social media minute. Well, congratulations to the Bay Area's Marissa Marquez and Rona Taggart, who became the first female duo to take down first place in the San Francisco Disc Golf Club doubles. It took a 2-hole playoff to do it, and they even got some props from Paige Pierce for pulling it off, and some cash. So congratulations to the two of them. So awesome to see that. And you got to get out there for those random dubs, because you never know when you're going to take down the cash yourself. Coming up this weekend, the Music City Open is taking place in Nashville, Tennessee. It's the second stop on the Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series. It was a national tour stop last year. Mason Ford got his first Elite Series win. Haley King won it on the FPO side. Neither will be back to defend their titles, as players are taking various approaches to getting ready for the first major of the season at WR Jackson in Georgia in just a couple weeks. Chris Dickerson will be on hand, though, trying to win the event again, and it will be a competitive field as usual, though we may see some new names pop up to the top, as is typical on the Silver Series. Coverage will be available on the Disc Golf Pro Tour YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. And also on the Disc Golf Network on Sunday for the final round. So tune in for the coverage this weekend from Music City Open. A number of other top pros will be at Throwdown the Mountain in Florida, as players get ready to head up to Georgia for the Champions Cup. That's going to do it for This Week in Disc Golf. Talk to you next week.